Welcome to Ancient Sound Healing. We'll do a quick check to make sure that we are live. If you're on YouTube, you can let me know. All right, let's see. All right, you can put something in the chat. Let's see. On YouTube. Oh my goodness, you guys were actually live on Instagram. We made it. Oh my gosh. Because it's been. All right, anyway, we give thanks to the Most High. We give thanks to the ancient ones. We give thanks to our ancestors. Mm, I tell you, thank you, Sissy Kimmy. Mm, mm, I just wanted to take this moment, and I may repeat myself. Thank you all for your love, for the space that you held for me and my family. Mm, really, really meant a lot to me. You know, thanks, Nava. You know, it's moments like this when you have to make a decision in your life. So I want to talk about this whole tsunami thing for a little bit. Hold on. But I want you to use whatever I say, and I want you to reflect and think about your own life. Okay. When you're getting ready to make a really big decision, and you know that whatever decision you make, it's not going to just impact you, but it's going to impact the people around you, your family. We left, right? But we were en route right before the tsunami was supposed to hit. I waited until I knew for sure. Okay, but I prepared. I prepared. I began to prepare. I told our son, okay, just put some clothes in a backpack. All right, because he said, "Mom, are we going?" I said, "Not sure yet." And I was talking to my hubby because he was actually out of town, so it was just my son and I. And then you have to make a decision. You know, and it makes you reflect because see, what is really important? I want you to think about that. What is really important, right? Do you pack up all your belongings or do you just go? It's times like that you pack what you need and you just trust that everything is going to work out because things can be replaced, but your life cannot be replaced. So these are moments that I believe that the Most High Goddess, the God, creator, creatress of the universe, takes opportunities like this. This was not just for Hawaii. If you think so, then you're mistaken. This is what I see as a universal reset. Because what it does, all of a sudden, the attention is on something, right? And it gives you an opportunity to reflect on your own life. What is really important to you? Because we're all distracted with this, and the other, right? And so I believe Mother Nature takes these opportunities so that we can go deeper within and look at our own lives and see where have we been wasting her time, you know? Hey, legit, is there something you wanted to share? You can go ahead and share, just because I'm talking. You can still chime in if you want.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even realize that I was on mute. But everything that you're saying, like I'm just having the silent um, discussion with you within myself as you're speaking. It's resonating with me a lot.
Beautiful.
Please keep going.
Yeah, beautiful. And that's basically what I'm saying. It is a universal reset. Oh my goodness. All the attention is now on Hawaii, right? Or wherever, on Russia or whatever it is. And it is a moment where the universe gives you this opportunity to reflect on your own life. Where have I been wasting time? If this would have been my last moment on this earth, did I do everything that I was supposed to do? So basically, the message to you is stop wasting time. You know, stop wasting time. If you were supposed to do something, because it doesn't matter where you live. I mean, the universe can use something else in another country just to go, let me go ahead and do something over here just to get the attention of the world because they're wasting my time. Or let me shake this off here and I'll just create like this hurricane or this whatever it is because I need to reset over here, you know. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to reflect on your own life and then there's another thing that's coming up. A lot of people, I mean, let me go back. So we drove, those of you that don't live in the United States, we have these these big stores called Walmart. Okay. Walmart is, a huge store, and with big parking lots. Okay. So as 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 we were driving, I told our son, well, where should we go? He goes, Mom, let's go to Walmart. So we got close to Walmart and traffic was just really, kind of thick. And I said, oh, I think they're all going to Walmart. So by the time we got to Walmart, there were people literally camping out, sitting out because this is Hawaii. Okay. So they're in their car, they're out of their cars, sitting in their lounge chairs, because it's hot, right? Just what we call talking story. What I mean by that, if people are talking story, you're just hanging out, right? I mean, it was packed with people, people just walking around, right? And so I just videotaped it. That's what I was showing you all when I did my short on YouTube. And so I parked our car, and there was this lady with her family sitting outside of her car, just in front of her car, just hanging out with her kids. And I told her, I said, "Do you remember when the road? We had some things happen when we used to live all the way up in the mountains, and there were these boulders that fell down. This was like 20 years ago, and that was the only road, right? That was the only road to be able to go back to the mountain. And so they made this make believe, not make believe, this shift mount road on the beach, right? So everybody had to go on the beach, but you could only go one way. So all of a sudden, all these people were giving each other rides. Everybody was nice. You could just get a ride from someone, go in their car or go in the back of their truck just to get back to that part of island. Otherwise, you would have to go all the way around. And everybody was nice. Everybody was just filled with compassion. And so this went on for weeks. I forgot if it was a month or 2 months while they were reconstructing that road, right? Well, as soon as they built the road back, guess what happened? And I was telling the lady, I said, "Do you remember everybody was nice? And as soon as they fixed the road, everybody became an ass. What is that? Why is that?" So I said, "Okay, well, here we are again, right? Everybody is at Walmart, okay? People are filled with compassion because they don't know, is this my last time here on this earth?" I want you to think about it. Why can't we just vibrate like that with love and compassion? Why does it have to be that Mama Nature has to reset herself by putting something in front of you? This may be your last moment here on earth. Let me be compassionate to my neighbor. Let me check on this person. Let me check on this person. Why is that? I want you to sit with that. Why are we like that? Why are we like that? These are the things. If you wonder why there are disasters around the world, I want you to think about it. I wonder. Hmm. Poor Dude says people have much growing to do. Yes, indeed. Nayan Bora, I see you. Glad that you're here. So it's something for you to reflect upon, okay? All right. All right. If you need a song, just type yes in the chat. I'm waiting for Sissy Kimi to give me the list, but I want you all to know in 92, 91, 92, there was, I lived on another island and there was a hurricane that came. Yeah, thank you so much, Sissy Kimi, because for sure, me first. There was a hurricane that came, and the eye of the storm was over top of the island. And I remember it was just quiet before it hit. And I was working at the hospital at the time. That's when I experienced what damage Mother Nature can do. I mean, I remember there was a tree that looked like it was just like a pencil, and it went right into this window of someone's apartment. After the hurricane hit, I drove around the island with a friend of mine, and I was seeing people sitting in front of their homes, but their homes were gone, completely destroyed. I got to see that, the power of Mother Nature, that in an instant, everything that you thought was so important is gone. I remember I was working at the hospital at the time, and they had evacuated a whole bunch of people for safety, in the hospital. And I remember sitting down with one of the workers, and he said, "My wife said this to me. She said, the clothes on your back is all you have left because everything they had was gone." You can look it up. Hurricane Iniki. Okay, it was on the island of Kauai, and I was there. I experienced it firsthand. The power when Mother Nature resets herself. So yeah. All right. So there's a lot of things that I've thrown at you for you to just reflect, reflect, reflect. But again, what I wanted to say is thank you so much for all your love and the space that you held, the prayer that you held. None of it is wasted. Nothing gets wasted. You know that. Nothing gets wasted. It gave you an opportunity to all of a sudden not focus on yourself for just one moment. And that's what it, remember when I say before we go off, you know, put your focus on someone else for just a moment. That's what you did. So I'm proud of you all. You forgot about yourself for just a moment and you said, "Ooh, let me hold space. Let me, pray. Let me, you know, for Miss B and her family." That's what it's all about. So now you know when we're done at the end and you tell somebody you got this. Don't think that just because you say you got this, you're just saying you got this. That's a prayer in itself. I want you to sit with that too. Okay? I want you to sit with that too. I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff at you all, but that's what happens. Elkin says we always have time for you, Mrs. B. Oh, you remember it, Porsche dude? You remember Iniki? Yeah, I tell you. That was crazy. But anyway, that's what I experienced. It was very quiet before my son and I got in the van. And I thought, yeah, we're not sure what's brewing underneath or out there in the water. So we're going to go. We're going to go. All right. Yep. All right. Beverly B, here comes your song. Someone look up the spiritual meaning of lavender for me, please. Look up the spiritual meaning of a white egg for me, please.
Miss Beverly, if you want, I have the Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs, and I know lavender's in there.
Beautiful. Would you read it, please?
Yes, ma'am. Lavender, the gender is masculine, the planet is Mercury, the element is air. The powers are love, protection, sleep, chastity, longevity, purification, happiness, and peace. Lavender has long been used in love spells and sachets. Clothing nabbed with fragrant flowers or lavender placed in drawers with clothes attracts love. A piece of paper on which you've rubbed lavender is excellent for writing love notes. The scent of lavender particularly attracts men, and lavender water or essential oil is worn by lovers several centuries ago to both advertise their profession as well as to attract through magic customers. Lavender also protects against cruel treatment at the hands of the spouse if worn. These flowers are also burned or smoldered to induce sleep and rest, and are scattered about the home to maintain its peacefulness. The plant is so powerful that if when depressed one gazes upon the plant, all sorrow will depart and a joyous feeling will settle upon the observer. The odor of lavender is conducive to long life and so should be smelled as often as possible if this is a concern. Lavender is also used in healing mixtures, carried to see ghosts, worn to protect against the evil eye. It is added to purification baths. Despite lavender's love associations, in the Renaissance it was believed that lavender together with rosemary, if worn, would preserve a woman's chastity.
Thank you. Well, that definitely resonated. Well, I saw what you just wrote there, legit. It's very true. I'm coming upon my birth month, so yeah. I'm just grateful. I'm gonna tell you all, and let's see. I Oh, all right. I see the list. I am grateful. I'm not ashamed to tell people, my age. Sometimes I don't want to say my age because I don't act my age. but but I'm grateful for my age. Only because my sister didn't make it this far, my oldest sister. So I'm grateful. That's one of the things that I'm grateful for. um I'm going to be 63 and I'm just happy. Last year I turned 62. I was happy. I'm like, yes, I'm 62. And this next month I'm going to be 63 and I am a happy 63-year-old. I'm going to be a happy. I'm just grateful. I'm making it this far. You know what I mean? And I don't have to act 63. Okay. I don't I don't that senior citizen stuff. I can't even relate to that stuff. I know I'm supposed to be a senior citizen. I don't know how are you supposed to act? What is that? What is that anyway? A senior citizen. I know I'm supposed to act like that, right? But I don't know what that is. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Poor dude says same thing, right? He's 61. Just I don't know, 60 year olds rule, man. I tell you what, my mom was a sassy 80-year-old. Let me tell you. I mean, she was sassy. Whoo! So I'll probably take after my mom. Exactly. 63 is the new 36. Anyway. All right, beautiful people. And if hold on, let me read these comments. If someone can look up still the spiritual meaning of a white egg, uh Yeah, so legit said you may be undergoing soul renewal where you're asked to let go of old patterns and step into a more aligned, purified version of yourself. Ooh, let's hold on to that thought. Someone look up the spiritual meaning of a white egg. Hmm.
It's in the chat.
Oh, it's in the chat already? Okay, let me see.
Yeah, you have to scroll back up a little bit.
Okay, got it. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Purity and innocence. White signifies purity, truth, and divine protection. Womb of creation. The egg represents the sacred feminine and the potential for new life ideas or spiritual gifts. Ow! Thank you for looking that up. And there it is. There it is. I tell you. Wow. Stepping into the new, right?
Yes, don't forget new beginnings, a powerful symbol of rebirth, potentials, and fresh starts.
Beautiful. See? Stepping into my birth month. I tell you. Can't make that stuff up, right?
And I don't know if you saw the combination meaning of lavender and the white egg.
No, let me see. You put it in there. Go ahead and read it. Would you read it, please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So you have lavender plus white egg together. Lavender and the white egg carry a highly spiritual, nurturing, and transformative energy. Peaceful spiritual rebirth. This combination suggests a gentle, sacred awakening. You are entering a new spiritual chapter filled with peace, healing, and divine guidance. It may be a sign to trust your intuition as something new is about to hatch in your life. Cleanse and realign your energy for higher spiritual downloads. Embrace the divine feminine, softness, receptivity, and inner wisdom. There you go.
Thank you so much. I mean, that just aligns, right? I even have a lavender dress on. I mean, that, yeah. Thank you so much. I'm going to go back in the chat later on and write it all out and write it in my journal because, yeah, that just makes so much sense as I'm entering this 63 also. This 9, is beautiful. Um, yeah, thank you so much. All right. All right. Deantra, here comes your song. Trying to find you, Deantra. Are you busy or just distracted with stuff? I am trying to find you. Add some green to your life, Deontra. Whatever that is, green food, green candle, green whatever it is, you need more green. Yeah, okay, that's why. Workflow, I get it. I get it. Yeah, sit with a green candle when you can, and then journal what comes up. Okay. Yeah, even the entre juicing something with vegetables. All right. Green. Green it is. I drank green tea this morning. I usually drink black. Okay, well that makes sense then. Okay. All right. That makes a lot of sense. All right. Yeah, if you got to go do the reefer, go do the reefer. Whatever floats your boat, baby. If it's green, whatever that is, whatever. Mm, I'm trying to read your comments over here, but you guys are kind of moving a little fast on the chat on YouTube. So, and I don't have my glasses. I actually ordered glasses. Can you believe it? I actually ordered glasses for the first time online, but I'm waiting for them to come in. That way I can read the chat better. All right. Let's see. Legit. Here comes your song. Legit, are you a musician?
Maybe in a different life.
Maybe in a different life. Let's see what this is all about. Have you ever touched a musical instrument?
Yes, I have.
Which one?
Growing up, I used to play some drums, and I have played around with piano also before.
Okay. Hold on, let me see
I'm
what
more of
this
a
go
dancer.
go ahead. You're more of a dancer?
I'm more of a dancer than a musician. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what this is all about here. Hmm. When you played the drums or played piano as a kid, what did that make you feel? How did it make you feel?
As a kid,
Yeah.
uh, I don't know. I think back then, like, I just felt like this is something I can do, and I just did it, and people seem to enjoy the rhythm that I was given, so I just did it. I didn't really think about it, and it just felt like, yeah, just something that I could do.
All
And
right.
when the time passed, it just moved on.
All right. So I want you to think about what you just said, legit. Back then, this is just something I can do, right? Now let's bring it back to the now. And hold on, I want you to sit with that. I'm going to continue to play and see. All right. What is it now as an adult that you want to do, but somehow, for some reason, it's not happening?
You mean in relation to music?
Nope. Nope. Basically, what is it now as an adult? I'm going to take you somewhere. Okay, their ancestors are taking you somewhere with this. Now, as an adult in your life, what situation do you have, and you're looking at it, and you're just thinking, I don't know.
Uh-huh. Oh boy. I'm in a transformation space right now. Selling my business, restructuring my life, and trying to move from one space or from one country to the other. Like really, you know, yeah, just trying to like let me say filter out things that don't serve me anymore.
All right.
And it's just taking like forever to happen.
So there is frustration in there.
Yeah, sometimes yes,
Okay.
definitely.
So this is what ancestors are saying. Remember what you said about when you were a child and you were playing drums. It's just something you did, right? You right. That feeling. So what they want you to do is go back to that feeling, right? That emotion that you felt as a child, and bring it back to the now to deal with these adult situations that you have to deal with. Okay,
Mm.
does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Because as you just said, it's just something I did, right? Yeah, I played the drums, I played the piano. It's just something that I did. So okay, if it was something you did way back without even thinking anything of it, there was no frustration, nothing, then bring that to the now and apply it to these adult, the adulting, right?
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, so when you do your prayer or your meditation, you go back to that moment, you see yourself playing the piano or the drums, and you enter into that emotional vibration, and then you play a trick on your brain, you switch it to what you want to manifest, and then you take that feeling and you see your business. All of a sudden everything is done, everything that you need to do is done, and you basically use that vibration from your childhood and you apply it to the now. All right.
Yes.
All right. There you go. All right.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
It's interesting. Like this is the third time that you've played over me,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember the first time. I think that was like maybe 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember the message you had for me had to do with drums as well.
Really?
So yeah, it's interesting that. And then last time, that was a few weeks ago, had to do with a mosquito, and then now we're back to the drums again. So that's very interesting.
Really? You know what I thought too. What came up was, as you start, in your prayer or in your meditation, start even creating a beat. Okay, because that's all vibration. Start creating a beat so your body even starts moving as you enter into that from your childhood, and then bring that vibration forward. You know what I mean? That's how real this thing is, you know? So, yeah, there you go. Thanks for sharing that, because I don't remember everything, about everybody. So thank you for sharing that. I played over you 2 years ago. I don't even remember that at all. So thank you so much. Awesome. And I'm so grateful that people uh keep track of the things that I've said. Some of you actually have journals, and I think it's really important because it's like an accountability thing, right? And it's also a story that you're telling yourself to, and going back to, hey, this is what she said, and then you can go ahead and reflect. So it's really important. Um, yeah. All right. Hold on one second. What is this? Oh. Yeah, Porsche, dude, my glasses. So basically back to the glasses. So I got this is a funny story. Okay, let me share this story because it's kind of funny. All right, maybe it was considered a senior moment. I don't know. I don't believe in senior moments, but anyway. So I went online and I, you know, um, tried on these glasses. Right, it's a virtual app. So you pick the glasses and you actually see them on your face, right? So I'm picking the glasses that I want, and you're allowed to pick 4 or 5 more pairs of glasses. And I thought, okay, I'll try these, and these. So my prescription was in there and everything else. So I'm thinking I'm ordering my glasses. So I'm excited. Okay, order the glasses. I can't wait for them to come. So I'm already laughing at myself. The glasses get here. What is today? Thursday. I think it was maybe Monday or something, or Saturday. So I'm all excited. I look at the box. I'm like, okay, my glasses are here, right? So I open the box, and it's like, all these little packages, plastic wrapped with all these glasses, right? So I open it up, and I had ordered, these round glasses. So I open them up and I put them on. I'm like, okay, little foggy. Let me go ahead and wipe them clean. So first thing I do, I go outside because I wanted them to change to sunglasses. So I go outside and I'm looking. Okay, I don't see a difference here. Okay, this is really weird. Does it look better? You know? Okay, I don't know. Well, let me go back inside. So I tried the other pair, and I'm looking at them, and they're all scratched up. The lenses are scratched up, and I'm thinking, oh shit, have I been had or what? What's going on? So I tried the other pair, other pair. One of them was actually clear, and I'm looking around like, okay, I don't know. Right? So I'm trying on all the glasses. I like all of them. So I'm thinking, okay, but I don't know what's going on. I think I'm going to have to send these back. Something's just not right. So I finally decided to read, you know, the form that it came in. So these are like trial glasses. So you're supposed to, I thought I already tried on my glasses, right? You're just going to send me some more glasses to try on, but I'm getting my real glasses. Well, no, that's not how it works. So you get to try them all on, then you send them back, then you let them know this is the pair I want. So I just had it, and our son said, "Mom, these are they're trial glasses. Like, did you read, the form?" No, of course I didn't read them. I just wanted my glasses. So anyway, so I sent them back, and now I'm waiting. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, poor dude, my glasses are not here yet, but I like it. It's something I've never done before. Technology is just it's just crazy. so so I had a moment with myself, like, Bev, okay. So I mean, the first thing I thought, did these glasses come from China? Like, oh gosh. So anyway, all right, Sion, here comes your song. The color yellow is coming up again for you. Hmm. Hold on 1 second. Let me see what that is. I'm seeing a yellow flower, but it's not a sunflower though. You know what I'm seeing? It's like I think they're called daisies. Look up the spiritual meaning of a daisy, a yellow daisy. I think it's called a daisy, right? Yellow. I see it right here. No, that's not a sunflower. Okay. Hmm. Within that daisy, there's a lot of wisdom for you, Sion. All right, there you go, young man. Yeah.
Miss Beverly, I also have the magical herb book for Daisy.
Ooh, nice. Go ahead, Noea.
Okay. It says the daisy is feminine, the planet is Venus, the element is water. The deities are Freya, Artemis, and Thor. The powers are lust and love. Magical uses. It is said that whoever picks the first daisy of the season will be possessed of a spirit of coquetry beyond any control. Coquetry means flirtatious behavior or flirtatious manner. So it's very flirtatious energy. Very fun. Sleep with a daisy root beneath your pillow, and an absent lover may return to you. Ooh, warn. The daisy brings love. I hope that helps.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I actually saw the daisy. It was on my left side. Okay, Sion. So you can sit with that also. Beautiful. And yeah, you can combine that with what we talked about in private. So beautiful, beautiful. All right, beautiful. Noah, I love the sound of your voice. Are you using a microphone or is that your phone?
It's my phone, but I've been getting compliments all day because I've cleansed my room of just like energy and old items attached to like old exes and people who don't have my best interests.
Whoa.
And I threw away my bed and replaced it with an Asian floor bed so that way that when I wake up, I'm just more proactive and I stretch and I breathe and I chant. So the room
Wow.
has more of an acoustic sound now that I've
Wow.
cleared out so much stuff and also so much energy.
Whoa, that is amazing. Wow. Wow. Because I was going to ask you, because we sang together. I thought, should I ask him to get a microphone because your voice, you've got this incredible voice, and then you just cleared your room. you know, Starlight Drizzle. I tell you, you guys, with all your nicknames, and I'm supposed to keep up with all this stuff. You guys drive me.
Starlight or Noea is fine.
You guys drive me nuts. I mean, I'm like, now I need to remember Nyambura is Empress Black now. Then the other one comes on. Okay, I changed my name to this. You know, you guys have no idea. But the fun part is, ancestors know who you are. So even when I play over you and I don't have a clue, they still call you guys out. So it's like whatever. I'm just gonna stay to my name. Anyway, but you guys are allowed because it's part of your growth anyway. You just want to dwell in that energy with a certain name, and you're allowed. I'm just having fun with it. Oh, Nayambora wants to know what the title of that book is, Noea.
Of course, it's called The Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs by Scott Cunningham.
All right, there you go, Nayambora.
I think I have that book as well.
Oh.
Sounds very fun. I love this book. Oh, when it's time for like rituals or medicine, it comes in handy so much.
Beautiful. My husband just bought me a whole bunch of books from Barnes and Nobles, and it sounds familiar to that too. So beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I love it. Let's see. Oh, guess what? No way. You're actually next on the list. Talk about timing, I tell you. All right, no way. That's just funny. We got yeah. Thank you, Sissy Kimmy. I just love how you're doing that. Um, Updating the list. You guys. I have to tell you. I don't know if you guys. I'll tell you my setup. I've got my big iPad over here with Clubhouse. I've got my big screen over here for YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I have WhatsApp open so that Sissy Kimmy can communicate with me so I know who's next. I tell you, she's on it. Let's get some hearts for Sissy Kimmy here. I'm telling you, she's my right and my left hand. Hold on, let me give you your heart, Sissy Kimmy. Wait, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna love on you in a minute. Hold on, let me find my. There you go, Sissy Kimmy. That's for you because I appreciate you so much. There you go. All right, all right, Noah. Here comes your song. Are you like in a place where you're saying to yourself, "Okay, what's next?"
Yes.
All right.
Jeez.
All right. Let me see what else there is. But there's something kind of dark that keeps messing with you, you know? Like some kind of darkness that wants to overpower all these beautiful decisions that you're making in your life, and it's on the left side, like this feminine energy, you know, that needs to be cleared up still.
Yes, it does.
Hmm. What needs to be cleared up with your relationship with your mom?
Yes.
Hmm.
Spot on. Like, so spot on. Oh my God.
Hmm. Why is it so hard?
It's hard because just the nuance between the balance of loving her and forgiving her, which I've done, establishing boundaries, which I've done, but because of her, just her psychology and her nature with drug abuse, it creates a really unique dynamic, um, and I believe that my mother, she skates between being inspired by me, but also demonizing me as if I'm some type of like witch or wizard. And then also at the same time, trying to like use me and be so like the drug part of her becomes the hustler. The genuine, who is my mother, loves me and appreciates me, is inspired by me. The old school, very hyper religious aspect has her being afraid of me. And so I feel like those three different archetypes are constantly at war with one another.
Wow. All right, let me see. Hmm. What ancestors are saying is just love her as mom. Just remove all that other bullshit. Just remove it, and just love her as mommy. That's it. Just don't even just love her from that place, just from that place, and that's all. Basically, it's like this. Well, this is all I got. Okay, this is all I got. This is all I got. I'm just gonna love you like mommy. I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter what you see me as. It just, you're just mom, and that's it. That's all I got for you. That I'm gonna love you from that place, not from a place of this is where I'm at in my life. I've accomplished this, and this, or this is how you may see me, as this, and this. It doesn't matter how you see me. I'm going to love you from that place, which is your mom. So I'm just going to love you as mommy. Does that make sense?
125,000% confirmation.
Yeah. I just throw all the other bullshit because when push comes to shove, Noea, all of that, all of it, you're not responsible. And I'm speaking to a bunch of you here also that have mom issues. All of that is none of your business. But what is your business? That you were carried for 8 or 9 months, whichever how long you decided to lay there comfortably, being fed, because you chose this person to be your mom. So if that's all you can give, that kind of love, just to say, whatever you are doing in your life, you're an adult, that's your business. So I will just love you that way. And it doesn't matter if you see your mom all the time, if you don't see your mom all the time. None of that really matters, because when push comes to shove, the most important thing is LOVE. That's it. That's it. You know, that's it. Let me see if there's anything else. No, that's it. That's it. There you go. All right.
Thank you, Bab. I appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate you too. I really do. I want to sing more with you. Yeah, especially the way your microphone sound. I mean, I was just thinking. I was in my bedroom the other day, and I was thinking about you. I thought, man, I need to tell him about this microphone. How do I tell him, without hurting his feelings, that his voice is like unreal, and whatever that microphone needs to go. But it was already taken care of. I mean, that's just funny. If you just joined, welcome to Ancient Sound Healing. I'm so glad that you're here. We are live on Clubhouse, we're live on Instagram, we're live on Facebook, and we're live on YouTube. Okay, just doing our thing, just doing our thing. Ash fam happy, I tell you, we're just ash famming it out, and just in gratitude. Oh, let's see. Portia says, I've been estranged from my mom on and off. Yeah, off season. Yeah, it's just like that. It's like, um it's it is what it is. That's what I say. You can't. You just have to remember that's your mom. It not a perfect person, not at all. You know, make mistakes, done stuff that is not cool, and you've got to just keep that love in there, and you can keep that distance in there. It's up to you how you pursue it. But you just have to remember, that you did lay in a warm bed for 9 months. You know, so yeah, even if it's from a distance, exactly. Even if it's from a distance, you got to throw that love in there somehow, because love heals, and it's about you. It's about you and your relationship with yourself. You know. So, all right, Shani, here comes your song. All right, Shani, tell us a story.
Hmm. I'm receiving more insight about facing uncomfortable situations and healthy ways of managing conflict. It definitely brings me back to my childhood. Um, it's very uncomfortable, yet it also feels necessary to take me where I want to go. And also, I'm having profound moments of being grateful for all the things, even when I don't like when things don't go my way.
Mm.
I had a lot of insight about there are core people in my life where I don't have to wonder about their love. And I went down this rabbit hole of gratitude. And I said, "Oh, thank you, Spirit, for these beings that I don't have to wonder about their love. Thank you."
Ooh, beautiful. Isn't that? Ooh. Mm. I don't have to wonder about their love. Doesn't that make you feel safe?
Yes, it does.
Wow. Mm. I want you all to think about that. That you have people around you. I want you to think, who do you have around you that you don't have to wonder about their love? Mm. You know, surround yourself with that when things don't go your way. Because, like Shani says, these beings, right? They're here for a reason with you. And that includes this here also, by the way. Okay? So that's not even the bio family. That's even this right here. All these beautiful beings here together on these different platforms. We're all here together, decided that we want to be together at this moment. Thank you, Shani. I know you're being stretched. It's a good stretch. Yes. All right. There you go. And Shani, feel free to share in the community post. No one is posting in there because I don't think anyone knows how to get there, but feel free to post. Um, any of you, if you can figure out how to post in a community post on YouTube, share, if you have a picture you want to share because it'll encourage someone else, go ahead. If you can find it, go ahead and post. It's just like this. Sure, thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. It's just this hidden thing, this feature on YouTube. It's not easy to find. So, yeah. Let me refresh this thing. All right. All right. Ebony, I don't see you on Clubhouse. Maybe you're just on YouTube. I thought you were in here earlier. All right, Ebony. I don't know why. Hold on. I need to do something really quick. Why? I don't know. Just because. Um, what do I want? Just because. I just wanted to do that. Okay. One more time. Doesn't it make you happy? I'm gonna do it one more time. Sorry, Clubhouse, you can't see it. I'm just putting some confetti down. Oh, legit, you're very welcome. And thank you for your input too. I appreciate that so much. Looking that stuff up for me and just confirming. Um, all right, Ebony, here comes your song. Ancestors are saying you need to do more grounding, Ebony. Feet in the dirt, on the grass. Mm, whoa. All right. So, everything gets used, nothing gets wasted. I don't know if any of you heard our cat. They're very intuitive when it comes to spiritual stuff. And she's not in here with me, she's on the other side of the door. But there's this sound that she makes. And she's been doing this since she was small. So, this is what she does, okay? She used to pick up a sock and she would make this sound, and it was like that sock was like she was picking up her kitten. I mean, she never had kittens, but we figured it out. It's like, oh, she's acting like it's her kitten, right? It's like a specific meouch. And now we have this really big, like, toy cucumber, this soft uh, plushie or whatever you want to call it. Like, it's just a cucumber that it has some catnip in it. But she picks it up and she makes that sound also, as if she's holding her kitten. Ebony, your mom just came through this way, through our cat, to let you know she's got you. She's got you. All right? Mm, yeah, that was our big cat, not Joy. It was actually our cat. Her name is Jojo. And she's been doing that since she was, I don't know how old. But there's just a specific sound she makes. And we know that she just picked up something that she thinks that's her baby. you know, that was a very specific message for you, Ebony. Your mom is near. Mm, mm. All right. Just gonna fade this out. Yeah, don't worry about it, Porsche dude. I mean, we've got JoJo and we have Joy. Talk about tongue twisters. trying to, trying to, when they get in trouble, I'm trying to, trying to get these names straightened out. I have nicknames for them though. This makes it a lot easier. All right. If you just joined, welcome to Ancient Sound Healing. We're not done yet, but we'll be back tomorrow. Um, Again around this time, and then afterwards we will have the lounge, of course. For those of you that are members on Patreon or on YouTube, I am going to have you fill out a form if you want piano lessons or guitar lessons with me. Um, Hold on. Oh, Matessa was asking me. Yes, Matessa, I did order my glasses from there. From Yes, I did. Warby Parker. Yes, that's who I ordered my glasses from. Yeah. Um. Yes. So I will put something in the members area because I want you all to register for your piano classes that start. I think it's next week or something. Twice a month we'll meet. So we'll meet probably for 6 times in a 3 month period. You know, but I need for you to register that way. You're part. I can communicate with you through the portal. Um, okay. If you're not a member of YouTube or Patreon and you want music lessons, become a member for as little as $8 or, 20 bucks, $100, whatever your wallet allows for you to do. And you automatically will get, um, you'll get 3 months of lessons with me. Okay. And the reason I want you to register because I want to know a little bit more about your background, when it comes to lessons. That's why I can cater it a little bit to what your needs are, because we're going to be in group lessons, right? But I still want to make sure that, have you taken lessons before or whatever it is, because that's how I teach. All right, that's how I teach. Um, and it doesn't matter whether we're in group lessons. Because I've been doing this for so long, 30 years. After 30 years, you got some kind of experience. It just goes like that. But I do want to do that. So I need to, it'll be I'll do a post. It'll be a link and then you can register for your classes. Okay. But you have to register. And we start probably, it'll be next Thursday, I think. Um, yeah, I think next Thursday. Let's see. What's next Thursday? Let me check. Next Thursday. Yeah, I think it's the 7th that we're starting, August 7th. So I'll get a link to you all, um, the book that you need. Now, if you don't have your book yet by the time we get our classes, that's all right. I have a PDF that I can send you of a couple of pages on there. So don't stress about stuff like that. I don't teach in stress. I'm just going to tell you like it is. Just don't go there, period. Um, Not going to happen. We like to have fun. Um, yeah. Yeah, tomorrow's August 1st. Yeah. So we start next Thursday. So every other Thursday, that's when we're going to have our piano lessons. I'm looking very much forward to teaching you all those that are going to be signing up for group lessons. I'm very excited about having the opportunity to teach you. It means a lot to me. I love teaching music. I think I've made that very clear to all of you. So, and I'm already thinking about you. I'm already thinking about where to take you in the 3 months that we're going to be spending time together on the in the Makula Music Academy, right? So, yeah. And like I said, you're going to get your lessons exactly the way I teach my private students. It's not watered down or anything like that. That's just the way I teach. There's no in between. So, I want to help you make your dreams come true. I mean, I really do. I really want to help you. Let's see. Thank you, Mateso. Yeah, I have somewhere I have like I've scanned pages already of the book, but thank you, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. We're gonna have fun. All right. How long have we been on this thing? We're going on an hour and a half, I think. Yeah. Not that time matters, but well, kind of. All right. Ooh, okay, I got the updated list over here. Ooh. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Wait, I have to address this. Ngu, you've got Master Sri Yukashiwarji. I don't even know if I'm saying his name correctly. Oh my goodness gracious. Ngu. Mm. Did you read his book?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, mm, I okay, so I can only like take one sentence at a time. I'm only on the second page. That stuff is so deep. Oh my goodness.
And if you ever have any issues with anything, I can definitely help you out with it. Which book are you reading? You're talking about the Holy Signs, right?
Yeah, the one yeah.
Book
Yeah.
is dynamic, and some of those concepts are, Hindu concepts. So,
Yeah.
so that's why I say if you ever need any help with any of it, I can try to give you my best rendition. Okay.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, so I'm on the second part, I think. I mean, I read it, just every now and then. It's right on my stack of books because I have books everywhere. Um and this is what I was thinking. Well, I'll get to you guys in a minute, but this is how I get messages, okay? This is like the master, the savior showing up for me through Ungu, all right? So I'm like, what? What? Oh my gosh, you're talking to me. And this is what I was thinking. I thought, that stuff has been translated into English. So I was just saying to him, can you just show me what did you really say? Because English, that's, yeah, anyway. I love the first part in the book where it talks about that we can't even grasp the the God is the, because we're part of that creation, right? So we can't even grasp it. I've been chewing through that part. And then I'm 100% sure that you read, the autobiography of a yogi, right?
Yep. Still skipping back through it though.
Me
Very good
too.
book.
Me
You know,
too.
that was a student right there as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. Exactly. So basically, when Yogananda talks about him in his book, and the things that he did, that he showed up after he quote unquote died, right? And he hugs him and he goes, "You can squeeze a little bit less," because I think I'm on my third time reading the book. You guys, if you have not read this book, I'm telling you, this book, it will change your perspective of life. It will change your perspective of death. I mean, of just everything. It changed my life, and I want to tell you all, Steve, is it Jobs? Is that how you said his name? Job? Is it Job or Job? Um, the founder,
Steve Jobs.
Jobs. That's the book everyone got at his funeral. There was something he knew. There's something he left behind, which is everyone received a copy of that book. Did you know that, Ingu?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard about it. I was actually went to school for computer programming, and I remember they was telling me about when he first got into that
yeah.
because he had took some sort of hiatus away from the company.
Yep. Yeah, there was more that that man knew than we think, just all business, business, business. And then you have to read the book and you realize that there are those amongst us that they left but they just are still here. I'm telling you guys, you have to read this book. I mean, if you're into the Bible, that's fine and dandy, but I tell you what, this book is next level. If you have issues with death, this book is next level. I'm going to tell you guys something that happened. We're just going to go there right now. Because look, the master is here. He showed his face right in front of me. Like I'm just like done. I'm just done. Oh my God. Whew. So 20 something years. Wait, I need to drink water. I tell you, you never know about this place. My best friend passed away 20 something years ago. And I was just undone. You know, she was my bestie. I lived on another island. And yeah. And, I went to her funeral. And here she is laying in the casket. And I kissed her forehead, right? So I told my mom at the time what I did. And she said, okay, but just make sure you don't do that again, okay? Because, they put chemicals on people after they've passed away. So it's not really good for you to put your mouth, you know. So I remembered that, right? I remember that, not to do that anymore. So my mom, 2 years ago, passes away. And, she wanted to be buried. And here's my mom in her casket, okay? So Bev and her defiant self, I'm hanging over her casket and I'm looking at my mom and I'm ready to kiss her forehead. Well, guess what? My mom stopped me. I was not able to get to her. Okay. And this is the reason why you need to read that book. Okay. To give you a deeper understanding about death. All right. About your life, about where you're going, about the possibilities, about all the things that we were told that may just not be really true, about all the things that they're using in the world, and they're doing it. When you read that book, they're using all of that knowledge to control you because you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the wisdom, because you're not reading. So you just think everything is true that they're telling you. But in the meantime, they're using all that stuff on you, casting spells and all that stuff. You know? I remember in the book, he's walking with Yogananda, and some person walked past him, and he basically spoke to the person's neck and told him what to do from his mind. I'm telling you, you've got to protect yourself. People can do stuff, even looking at you. Okay? I'm telling you. Wake up, people. If you're not reading, it's time for you to start reading now. Get off TikTok, get off whatever it is where you're scrolling, and get some books from the masters and read their stories. I'm telling you, you know. And if you're still reading the Bible, that's fine. You're going to figure out that, oh, they were casting spells, huh? Telling you.
May I add something to what you're saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, it was Paramahansa Yogananda that actually helped write that book, The Holy Signs.
Beautiful.
A lot of people think that Yukta Swagiri wrote that mostly on his own, but if you go back in the foreword, you see that it was Paramahansa Yogananda that actually helped him write that book.
Ooh.
And Paramahansa Yogananda wasn't actually an astrologer, but Yukta Swagiri was actually one of the greatest astrologers. And the message that he taught was so profound because he was able to blend the actual sciences together so that way people could see what they were actually teaching. Because the same way when you go and read the Bhagavad Gita, you should get the same message from the Holy Bible, from the Quran and the rest of the ancient books. but a lot of people think that they're so divided. And so, what Yukteswar Giddy is doing in that book is showing you the actual cosmic man made flesh and how to use that vehicle in this life. And that's why the book is so profound, because it's not for mere people that can't think above, natural, practical reality. When you start talking about spirituality and what that really means, that's where you need the guru's teaching. A lot of people that are trying to find it on their own. But he was one of the greatest gurus of the history of India. But thank you for allowing me to speak on that.
Oh, you're so welcome, and you have the. As a matter of fact, I want you to share your podcast link right now.
And you know what? Actually, I'm actually starting Soulful Sundays right here at 11 a.m.
Ooh.
on Clubhouse Eastern Time, where we're going to talk about. This is going to be my first time with the newly esoteric Church of the Living Christ, and we about to walk into this.
Ooh,
And I
nice.
don't know if you know this, Sister Beverly, but my father was also a pastor as well. But
Ah,
come from a line of Brahmin, if that's the word you'd say.
whoa.
Also, you can find me on at Nagudi Astrology. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
And my website is theastrologynagu.com. And I haven't quite set the YouTube thing up. I'm trying to work it out.
All
But
right.
as of right now, I will have this on YouTube. I'm sorry, on Instagram and on Clubhouse at 11 a.m. on
Nice.
Sunday Eastern Time. And thank you for allowing me to say that.
Oh, you're look. I mean, I know you haven't been part of the community for that long, but that's one of the things that's why all of you are on the stage with me. You see, that's the reason you have your microphones, because I want people to have the opportunity to express themselves because of what I experienced before, and I didn't like that feeling of being told, you know, no, when it came to being around other artists and stuff like that. I don't like hugging the stage. I like to share the stage because I don't know it all. I may be extremely talented with certain things, but then there's certain things I'm not extremely talented with. And then there comes the other person that adds on to, the wisdom like you did today, Ungu, right? Beautifully. And Sha'ani added to the conversation, you see. So that's something I made a promise to myself that I would not do that because I don't like that feeling um, when people are on the stage, you know. And and there are times for that, I understand, but that's not the place here that I needed to create. I needed to create a place where people were allowed to express themselves. And so you're more than welcome. Thank you so much. I mean, as soon as I saw his picture, I knew that he was trying to get my attention about something, and and that's exactly what just happened. So
I have one more thing else I would like to say.
Yes, please.
I want to give you your flowers today too, because as I go back and think about the message that you had, you were talking about me using my speech. And the first thing when I thought about what you said, I was like, well, what could that really mean? And actually, at first I didn't know if it was about using my voice, because I used to do music. I come from a family of singers as well. My dad was also a singer as well. And my cousin is Billie Holiday.
All right,
And
cool.
yeah, so, but when I thought about it, when I got to this whole esoteric church thing, that's when it came to me. I was like, that's what she meant. And I just didn't know which way I was trying to go about doing it, but I was trying to get into a more of a motivational speaking thing. And this was my doorway. So I just want to say thank you for that great message you gave to me. And I appreciate you. I love you. And I hope that you prosper as much as you can in what you do. Okay. So I just wanted to say that.
I thank you so much. I'm so incredibly grateful that we had this conversation, that we're having this conversation. It just means the world to me um, that you got your answers. And a lot of times what happens, I tell people too, sometimes it doesn't make sense right away, sometimes it comes later on, you know. And for me too, I'm getting loved on too by the master, right in front of me, right. I mean, one of the greatest masters, and he's using you to get my attention. I mean, that just I'm just oh, I'm tickling, all the things.
Hey, Jesus had to be baptized by John, right?
I'm telling you, right. I mean, I'm telling you that. I mean, I'll tell you guys this really quick. When because I'm dealing with this legal situation with the United States government, and when the times I've gone to court, like even this last time when I had to go to court, I take him with me. He's in my purse. Him, Yogananda, ancestors pictures. I take all of them with me. They're all in my purse when I'm standing in front of these people that want to do whatever. I take them all with me. They're with me, and he went with me too last time. I got the book, the picture. Actually, I printed his picture out. I'm like, come with me. I'm that serious about it. So just for me to sit here and just see his picture, I'm just so grateful. Oh my gosh. And the number on my screen right now in the chat is 82. If you turn that around, that's 28, and that's my birthday number. You see, there's my confirmation. You've got to pay attention when they talk. When you've got to pay attention to the little things when they're near. They'll let you know that it's them, right? So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Yeah, I look forward to. I'll look at the links later, but I'm very excited um, about that. See, I had no idea, right? I had no idea. Getting to know you a little bit better, which is beautiful. Yeah. This is what makes me happy, people. It just, whew. So anyway, any of you in here, if you're not a reader, go on YouTube, go watch the documentary or get the audiobook. Okay? All right, almost shalape. Okay. Um oh, thank you for the flowers. I got some flowers on YouTube. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm grateful. Mm, yeah.
Can I offer one more book as well?
Oh, absolutely.
So this book changed my life. Um, and I kind of read this book way before I got into any of the stuff that we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a book by a man named Gary Zukov. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Mm. And he's actually talking about Hindu and Buddhist teachings in the book. Actually, I read this book. I was in one of the lowest points of my life. The book was called The Seed of the Soul. Mm. I will not tell you that there are things that I read in that book almost 15 years ago that I still talk about to this day.
Wow.
I studied that book like we had a math problem.
Wow. Drop the link,
Like
please. Drop the link. Drop the link.
Yes, they talk about the 8 emotional winds.
Whoa.
It's a whole type of Buddhist teachings in there that I still look at to this day with reverence. And so, yeah, one of the great books, though.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, please share that in the link, and Sissy Kimmy, if you don't mind, if you can put it also in the YouTube um link also, because it's that's ancient wisdom right there, you know. Yeah. Gary Zukov, that sounds familiar. Do I have that?
And he wrote a lot of good books. That's why I was thinking you might have read him before. You might have read one of the other books.
Maybe I have to check. The name just is like boom. Sounds really familiar. Maybe I read. Yeah, Gary Sukov. That sounds so familiar. Okay, I have to check. I don't think I read that book, but I have to. I have to check because that name is like. Uh, yeah, Portia says I love hearing about books that are life changing. Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Omo Salape. We got Omo Salape, Push Dude, Nayambura, Jojo, and we'll see after that. Jojo, I see your face for the first time. Oh, well, surprise, surprise. I love it. I only some people I only know them by their voices. I mean, right? One guy told me, he said, I thought you was a little black woman. I went, well, kind of not. Well, you never know what's in those jeans. That is true. That is true. Well, now that is true. You never know. You never know. Never know. I got so many mixes in me. I'm a Heinz 57. That's right. I love it. I love it. Oh god. Oh, Lordy mercy. I'll play over you in a sec. I've got three more people, and then it'll be your turn. You may be the last one I'm playing over today. We'll see. That's good. That's good. That's good. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too. I'll be here. All right. All right. Almost Salapa. Here comes your song. All right, almost salape. More red in your life. Red candle, red clothing, some more red. Hmm. All right, almost salape. There you go. Just include some more red in your life. And it can be even foods that are red, or, wear some more red, or, anything. Whatever resonates with you when it comes to the color red. Just include a little bit more red in your life. All right. Oh, beautiful. I just got my number. It's 7:54 here in the morning. 54 is my favorite number. I love these messages. If you're not paying attention, make sure you start paying attention to the signs around you. We've had a lot of signs today. I mean, they were personal signs for me. I don't know, maybe because I'm stepping into my birthday month. They're just doing it right out here in the open, you know, for all to see, right? That you can't make this stuff up, I mean, right? So, all right, Porsche dude, here comes your song. You know, Porsche, what they're saying is this whole get together today was all your song. There's so much stuff that you ate from this play today. Porsche, describe how you're feeling right now. Like, with just, you can use one word, this right here, right now. How is that making you feel right now? Extra blessed, yeah. That's what they're saying, that this community here, it's almost like you're saying, where have you been my whole life, right? This community here, like, gosh, right? I didn't know this was possible, you know? Yeah, feeling relieved. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, it's like you didn't know that this was possible, to just be part of something and be connected with people this way. Ooh, I love what Porsche says. It it's as if I can put my bags down. That's what it is. That's yeah. Spot on. Never know it could happen. Yeah. Like you basically, what they're saying is, the way you're feeling is, you're like, all right, okay, I'm home. This is you know, yeah, I've landed, basically, you know? Yeah. Never knew it could happen. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the tears are coming. Um, never knew love like this before. Yeah, Stephanie Mills. Ooh, we're gonna have to play that song. Mm. No, I was talking to Dr. Mumby this week, and there's something that she said to me, and I told her, I don't have a lot of views on my videos. I said, but it's not even about that anymore. I said, the community is just growing and they're bonding. And she said to me, she said, "You build it, and they will come." Just and it just and she said that to me before, and it didn't hit me as hard as it did this time, because we're building, right? We're building stuff together. And when she said that you build and they will come, and look at you all, we're doing stuff together, we're collaborating together. you know Poor student and I, we're looking at, we're looking at doing some kind of disco. I mean, he likes to DJ, and I like to build virtually, that is, right? So so we're gonna get together, see if we can do some virtual, um if he can, spin his records from back in the day, and we can go ahead and just have our cameras on and just boogie down, man. I'm telling you. I already built the disco. The disco is there already. You just got to figure out the logistics with the whole, the sound and whatever. But I'm telling you, and that's hit me so hard. So that's what it is with you, Porsche dude. It's just like you can put your bags down. I love that you just express that. You can put your bags down. Like, all right, you know? So beautiful. That's it right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's it right there. Thank you for sharing that. And that's what it is. Let me see if there's anything else. And there it is. Peace and blessings to you, my friend. I appreciate you so much, just for you being involved. And hey, Carmen, for you being involved and loving on my videos, and looking stuff up. You're so appreciated. I want some hearts for Porsche Dude. Put some hearts in the chat for Porsche Dude right now, because he's always on my videos, always liking my videos, always, you know, just engaging with my videos, and he doesn't have to. So give some hearts to the Porsche Dude. Come on. That's right. All right. All right. Let's see. Oh, we're going on. Okay. What time is it? Okay, so we're on this thing for 2 hours already. So it's Nayambora and Jojo. All right. And you can send me the updated list, Sissy Kimmy, if there's anyone else, and that'll be it for today. I love all those hearts. I love it. Thank you so much. There you go. There you go. This is how we do what we do here in Ash Fam Land. Beautiful. Acts of service is your thing. I love it. I love it. All right. And the last person will be, oh, this is funny. I didn't play over Ungo, but we had conversations. Let's see. We'll see. All right.
Yeah, we can do it the next time so
No,
you can leave out.
no,
So we
actually,
can do it tomorrow.
no, actually, it's not even up to me. I'm gonna play over you and see what they say. I have no idea. We'll see. We'll see. Um, I just forget who I play over sometimes. Just don't. That's why we got Sissy Kimmy. I appreciate her so much. No idea who. Telling you. Um, let's see. Yeah. All right, Nayam Bora, here comes your song. Somebody look up the spiritual meaning of a banana for Nyan Buddha right now. With Nyan Buddha, you can look it up yourself. Look up what is the significance, what is the spiritual meaning of a banana.
May I give it to you?
Absolutely.
It says it symbolizes prosperity, fertility, and abundance.
Mm. Nyan Buddha, did you hear that?
And it says also in Hinduism, they symbolize this as nourishment, healing, and the cycle of life, death, and rebirth.
Nice. All right, Nyan Buddha, you can sit with that.
I I got to peel back the layers.
Ooh. Nice. All this knowledge coming forward. Beautiful. Thank you, Jojo. Mm. Ooh, Nyan Buddha, because there's so much you still need to give to the world. They're peeling back layers, as you are healing from a lot of stuff. Ooh, ooh, there it is. Okay. Ungu talks about reading about the nourishment of a banana. That's you, Nayambura. That's you. All the knowledge that you are going to receive when you really start going into that Timbuktu library that you're building, you're going to be the spiritual nourishment for so many people. Hmm. Hmm. But anger needs to be resolved. Hmm. All right. All right. Nayan Buddha says, wow, I'm receiving that. Beautiful. There you go. All right. So the last one that I will be playing over today will be Carmen. So we've got Jojo, Naba, Ungu, Diane, and Carmen. Okay. And I tell you, wow. Hmm. All right, Jojo. Here comes your song. So, Jojo, it's so interesting because I had to play you a lullaby, and my cat responded again with that nurturing. She grabbed the cucumber like it's a baby, and that's what the universe was doing for you. And the confirmation came through the cat, basically, because that's what she does. That particular sound, when you heard that, that's her meow. She picked up the cucumber like she's holding a kitten, and the universe was just loving on you with that lullaby it just downloaded for you. So hopefully you can go back. Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that was nice. And I thought, well, that's so sweet. Kitty cat just talking too. That's good.
Yeah.
And that was so weird. Right before all that happened, I mean, my third eye just lit up,
Ooh.
and I went, oh, okay, because I had a bad boo boo that happened yesterday, and I just said, I think the universe is going to send me a little something something to help me feel better. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, see, there you go. It's beautiful. I mean, she does this ever since I don't know how old she was. I mean, I remember it would be like a sock. There would be like especially, it was, I don't know what it was like. There would be like a sock. One of the kids would leave their socks, in the living room or whatever. And so she would pick up this sock, but then there was this particular meow, and we were trying to figure out what is that. And then we finally figured it out. She was holding it like she was holding a kitten,
Yeah,
you know and now she still does it now, so I know what that meow sounds like. So she's nurturing
yeah,
something, and so that's what the universe. So you got your lullaby. It's so beautiful.
yeah. Oh, and I watched a movie yesterday called Adeline, and it was about a horse. And you've been saying for the last 2 weeks, horse,
Yeah.
live horse, and guess what it was about? It was about Adeline. The horse was a healing horse from Native Americans,
Ooh.
and this horse was healing people. And they of course they had to put a little extra thing in there, like somebody doesn't like her because she's talking about they think she's a fake and all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
But at the end, I mean, everybody believed because she bought a farm and for her and her horses, and this F3 tornado came and she still had people in the barn, and so they gathered around, and all of a sudden the horse just covered them all,
Wow.
and that were the only things that was left in the barn. The barn was totally destroyed. So
Wow.
so when you said that, and you got the healing, and I said, okay, that's what it is. Okay, so I got to do a
Beautiful.
little do a little healing stuff. So that's awesome.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, horses are powerful. um yeah. I'm learning how to ride a horse. Every Sunday I'm on the back of this big, huge horse.
Oh gosh. Okay.
He's Oh yeah, he's huge. He's one of those. I forgot what you call him now.
Wow.
The big ones. The big ones. Yeah, I
Yeah,
call him.
like those Budweiser horses. Or
Yeah, yeah. He's like that big. He's
wow.
huge. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
huge.
that's well. I mean, you're pretty safe. Either safe or sorry
There.
on those.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's like a dinosaur, but he's just. I mean, he's just cracks me up because he's
Oh, I
he's
bet.
25 years old, and
Wow.
so but he acts like a 16-year-old, like kid. And so I'm learning how to ride him, so I'm on him, and he's like a moving couch. He moves slow. He's like in no hurry. He's like, do we really? I mean, he's full of two too. I mean, I when I get there, I'll look him like, dude, did you just give me stink eye? I look at it because he's got the big eyes, right? Like, you just give me
Oh
stink eye, dude. You know And then I mean there was one time, this was like 3 weeks ago. I get there and he's in his stall and I'm like, "Hey, you." And I mean he just farted. I'm like, "Really? That's how you greet me? Really?"
Really?
I mean he's full of dude. And even when I'm riding him, like he'll just stop walking.
Yeah.
And it's like, Yui, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, right? And then as I'm riding him to, he'll try to get grass, and then I have to pull him up and I tell him, no ice cream. No, you're not getting any ice cream right now. I mean, it's so funny, their personalities, even though he's huge, right?
Yeah.
um I mean, it's been, because for me, I wanted to experience life from a different perspective. So I started out with a therapy horse first. That was a How old was she? 35, I think. And just brushing, and I was just talking through my emotions. And then after I was done with that, then I said, you know what? I want to just get on a horse and learn how to ride a horse and look at the world from a different perspective, because I've never seen the world from that perspective before, right?
Right. Right.
So it's just been, I mean, it's comedy. Like it just is comedy with their personalities. I tell you. I mean, they're like kids, you know.
You know what you're gonna have to do, right?
What?
You're going when you go up to him next time. Bring you a carrot and say, "I brought you a little snack."
Yeah. I'm thinking. I mean, I gave him carrots before, but I'm thinking I need to just grab a bag when I go and just I'll tell him I'm bribing you right now, dude. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Make me feel
Yeah,
good.
because I love. He'll come by me, and I love scratching his nose. And I tell him you're so cute. There are a bunch of horses there too that I just go love on them too.
Oh, sure.
But I mean, they're just so full of personality. I
Oh my
mean,
God.
as big as
Oh
they
yeah.
are, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I won't bore everybody with my story, but I love horses despite the one we had whenever I was growing up. But other than that, I still love horses.
See, there you go.
You just gotta love them.
You
Yeah,
just
you do.
There you go. I love it. Thank
Oh,
you.
that's awesome. Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. All right. I mean, I shared some videos. I think you guys have seen me on YouTube. I shared some videos when I'm on the back of Yui, the dino horse. Hold on, you guys. I need to answer this text message. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I really want to answer this really quick. Um, that's hubby. So, all right, gotta love on my man. All right, all right, Naba. Here comes your son. All right, Naba, tell me about your mom.
Did you say about my mom?
Yes.
Uh, um, I'm currently taking some space from her. Um, she's amazing. She made me feel so special when I was younger. Um, but as I grew up, I had to grow apart from her because she would disapprove of all my dreams. Um, I found peace with the situation, with loving her from afar. Um, but I mean, I guess there's still something there because just now when you said something about your mom, my heart something dropped or like felt cold. And the last Ash session when it was all about moms, I was kind of relieved that you didn't ask me about my mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it wasn't time yet for that because I'm all the way up in the high notes on the right side of my piano, and that whole ear situation that you had or have, those are the words that were said to you, right? The disapproval. That's what that
Yes,
was. That's what that was. Because you're that there's that connection of the heart. I mean, your heart got created inside of her body, right?
yes,
So there's no running away from that. That's just a fact. When you were in that body, in that womb, the cells, the heart cells found each other by beating. That's why when you just said my heart, right, is because when you were in her womb, the heart cells found each other through vibration. Okay?
yeah,
But it's how you are choosing to handle the situation, right? Um, Between you and your mom. There's fear involved, there's concerns involved, there's the mother hen involved, um, protection involved of you.
is the fear coming from her?
Yes, fear for your safety because of the life path that you're on, right? It's unusual, right?
Yeah. That fear and that worry is part of why I put so much space between myself and her because it it is infectious
Hmm.
and I don't like being in that state.
Right, right, right.
She's been trying to reach me lately, but
Mm,
I don't want to be reached.
mm. See if you can get somehow figure out how to connect without connecting, if that makes sense. um, to express somehow, to let her know you're okay, but you're just doing you, you know?
I don't know how to do that without getting sucked in.
Hold on, let me finish up and see if there's anything else. All right. So, this is me talking. All right. This is me talking as a mom.
Okay.
All right. For those of you that, and a lot of you do, that have mom issues, there's something that you have to understand. And if you have not had that responsibility yet of being a mom, then it's very difficult to relate to what I'm saying. But you just have to hear me out. For those of you that are in your mid 20s or in your 30s, right? And you've distanced yourself from your mom, and your mom is checking on you, or is, if you have not been given that responsibility of being a mom, then you do not know what it feels like to be a mom. Okay. And so you have no responsibility, to respond or whatever else. But I need for you all to understand, if you have never been a mom, okay, then you do not know what it feels like when you are wondering about how your child is doing. Okay. Especially if you've carried that in your belly. For me, of course, I didn't carry in my belly, but I carried in my heart because my kids are adopted. That's on a whole other level. But I need for you to sit with that. It's okay to distance yourself, with, because no moms are perfect. I mean, honestly, there are no perfect moms, no one. But you need to understand, if you've never been a mom, then you do not know what that feels like when you don't know how your child is doing. Okay? You have no idea what it feels like when you don't know, when you haven't heard for months or whatever else. Okay? So figure out a way. Figure it out. There's ways to say, "Hey, I'm okay. Don't really want to talk right now, mom. I mean, but I love you dearly, but I just," or, a card, an old fashioned card or something. Sit with the universe and ask for wisdom, because that's the whole thing. A lot of you, you're forgetting that this individual carried you. Whether you like it or not, you're connected. You can't run away from it. You're connected. And you may not agree with the things that your mom has done or is doing, right? The only way you're going to get healing for yourself, right, is to do something about it. Okay? And again, remember, this is the most important thing I'm sharing with you all. If you've never been a mom, then you don't know what that feels like. And I want you to really sit with that. I want you to sit with that. Okay? Ponder about it, meditate on it, pray about it, whatever that is. Because a lot of you in here, you guys have, a lot of you have mom issues. Okay? A lot of you have mom issues. Yeah. If you're not, let me see what Elkin says. Mom said the same thing. If you're not a parent, you don't understand. Yeah. If you're not a parent, you don't understand. And I will say something to you also, that I've never been pregnant. You know, I went into menopause at age 30, so I've never had a baby inside of me. So I don't have conversations about pregnancy with women because I don't know what that feels like. So I don't even give myself the right to give opinions about stuff like that because I've never carried a baby. So I don't know. But if you're talking about adoption and what that feels like, to have the faith, to believing that, you're going to adopt a child and that whole process you have to go through, then we can have a conversation. And that's the same thing with parenting. If you've never been, I don't even understand how all these experts are out there giving their opinions about parenting. If you've never been a parent, you don't know what that feels like. You know, I remember my daughter when she was out and about before, and something she said to me, just, you know, she would come home late, and she just knew that I was awake. She just knew if she didn't have her key that she could get in the door because mom was awake, even though I would be sound asleep. By the time she would come on our property, I was awake. And I didn't even carry that child in my belly. Okay. Just so I want you all to sit with all of that. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Empress, but the pain your heart feels sometimes unbearable. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. All right. I know that was some heavy stuff, Naba, but it is what it is, right? That's the only way you're gonna heal, right? Because in the long run, I mean, you're sitting here, it's all about you. That's the only way you're gonna heal, though, is to address what you need to address so you can move forward. You know, yeah. All right. I'll I'll think about it. Yeah, I mean, you have to think about it, sit with it, pray on it, you know, cry on it. I mean, all of the above. Okay, it's not an easy thing at all. You know, but it's something that's bubbling up. That's why your ear has been acting up. Um, it's so much, It's so much. So, and you have to do what feels right for you, not what feels right for your mom. No, what feels right for you, right? Yeah. So you feel good about yourself, but at the same time you have to remember everything that I just said to you as a mom, not as ancient sound healing Beverly B. No, Beverly B, the mother, the mom. Okay. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. All right, Ungu. Ungu. Yeah, here comes your song. Hold on, Ungu. I need to go back to Naba for a second. Naba,
Yeah.
you and your mom, how similar are your personalities?
Uh, we're we're very different. I'm more carefree. She's very overprotective. Um, However, she I don't know, she could have been an artist, but she doesn't tap into that side of her, and I feel it's part of the resistance that I face. That side of her is repressed.
So listen to what you just said. When I said about your personalities, do you realize that you just described yourself? You and your mom have the same personality, dear one. And that's why there's the clash, because she's looking at you of things that she really wanted to do. And so that's why you just said she could have been an artist, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys, there's no your personalities are very similar. And so you have to figure out how you can bridge that, because there's things that she wanted to do and it's not too late for that. But that's why there's the clash. You guys do not have different personalities at all, at all. It's just because of in her lifetime, you know, those opportunities didn't come for her, right? That's why she's so overprotective of you, because those are things that she really wanted to do. So she's looking at you. There's a little bit of of there's resentment, some jealousy, some because she's so free spirited, right? And
yeah,
but and so you have to use that artist part and see if you can connect with your mom through that avenue. There there are um there are things out there. There are coloring books out there. There are things out there maybe that you can buy her a coloring book and say, hey, I was thinking about you. And you send it to her somehow. You see what I'm saying? Something that has nothing to do with your relationship, but something completely out there that is something artist. Okay? Come at her from a different angle. Just completely different. Buy her some color, buy her some whatever it is. Make like a love box for your mom, maybe a coloring book. They've got coloring books for women, coloring book. Put some stuff in there and just love her that way and see what happens. But totally flabbergast her with something that she doesn't expect from you, but it will pull out something out of her to be more creative, and see if that will nurture a little bit what's going on between the two of you, because you're so much alike, it's not even funny. All right. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. All right, Ungu. Let's continue on. I have no idea what's going on here. We'll just all right, let's see. Have you studied the sun, Ungu?
Can you say that again?
Have you studied the sun?
What do you mean by that? Like the energy of the sun, the actual sun? Like no.
I have no idea. They ancestors just said ask if he studied the sun, because as I began to play over you, I saw the sun. You know what the sun, you know. So sit with that and see what they're saying, you know. Not necessarily the scientific part of the sun, but the spiritual part of the sun, you know?
I think I know exactly what you mean.
Okay. All right.
That's really deep. I remember I had an energy around my sister,
Mm,
and I remember I was at a really high spiritual point. And I remember she used to have this sun yantra in her house that I used to look at a lot.
mm,
And I've been thinking about getting that, and I think that's exactly what you mean by
mm.
that.
Yeah. It's. You see if there's anything else. No, that's it. That's it. It's go deeper. Go deeper into that, and that whole feeling that you had before, when you experience that, go deeper into that and study the sun. Not the astrological sun, the spiritual sun. There it is. All right.
That's deep, and thank you.
Yeah,
When I
that's
see
deep.
you tomorrow, I'm gonna explain more to you so we can talk about this because that was really deep.
Yeah, that was deep. That was deep. Yeah, that was deep. I tell you, that's why I'm telling you guys, this is not me. We're talking about ancient stuff. It's like, what? Okay, all right. The spiritual meaning of the sun. Yeah. All right. All right, there you go. Oh my goodness. All right, we've got Diane and Carmen, and that'll be it for today. Because we're going on 3 hours, people. All right, Diane. I don't know if are you on YouTube, I think. All right, Diane, here comes your song. All right. Someone look up the spiritual meaning of a zebra. That's the spiritual animal that's coming for you, Diane. The zebra is coming to bring you a message.
Okay, Aziz.
Yeah, Diane, there's something about the ooh. There's something about the zebra, how you can look at it and focus on the black, or you can focus on the white, of the way the zebra presents itself, you know? Hmm. And it's like you're, those are situations in your life. How are you looking at it? Are you looking at it this way? Because if you move your head, when you look at a zebra and you move your head this way, then you get a whole different perspective, right? If you move your head this way, you get a whole different perspective of that zebra, right? So you need to use that wisdom from the zebra, and whatever it is, if anybody can, where you can look it up yourself, the spiritual meaning of a zebra. But just remember, those are situations. So basically, when you're being confronted with whatever it is in your life, remember to think about the zebra, and then look at it this way, and then maybe say, okay, maybe I need to go this side and look at it this way, okay, and get a complete different perspective. I mean, that zebra is bringing you so much wisdom right now, okay? So there you go, Diane. That is very, very powerful for what's going on in your life right now, with different situations, that you can start looking at them from that perspective. Just change your perspective a little bit to the left, or a little bit to the right, or maybe from the front, and then you'll see something completely different. And that's where your answers are going to be, from that perspective, where you've thought maybe, if ancestors would have given you a black horse, then you would have said, well, I see a black horse. I look to the left, I see a black horse. I look to the right, I see a black horse. But they gave you zebra, so that when you look to the left or to the right or from the front, there are possibilities, there are opportunities right there for you. It's all a matter of the angle. All right. There you go. I love it when they do this stuff, because I can't make this stuff up if I try. All right. Let's see what we got here. Anybody look it up? Um, all right. All right, Carmen. Remember, we will be live tomorrow again, right here. After that, we'll have the lounge. Remember, if you have not subscribed to this channel, hey, Carmen, did you say something? I said okay. Oh, okay, okay. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you have not had the opportunity to join the channel to get perks, join the channel or join us on Patreon. For those of you that are supporting the channel, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it so much, on Patreon or on YouTube. All right, appreciate it so much. And all right, all right, Carmen, here comes your song. Okay. Do you have Obsidian? Yes, I do have Obsidian. Have you used it lately? Is it charged? I think you know what? I'm gonna check to see if I have it on a charging plate, but I do have it. Okay. It's important that you have Obsidian charged up for the month of August. Okay, not a problem. I will look at that. I think I have it on a charging plate, but I will check to see. But yeah, I will definitely do that tonight as soon as I get home. Yeah, make sure, and make sure you have it with you when you're in your purse, work related stuff, and just on you all the time. Okay.
Message delivered. Let's just take.
All right. No, that was it, Carmen. It was the obsidian. You just have to. Uh, yeah, that's it. All right.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
very much.
welcome. You're welcome. All right. Beautiful people. We're at the third hour. You would almost think that we were having fun. Remember what I always say: head up like a king and like a queen. All right. We'll be back tomorrow. All right. Kiss on the cheek. Mwah. Mwah. It's time for me to go eat my breakfast. I'm so serious. I'm hungry. You guys just make me happy. Ancestors just make me happy. I am so grateful I get to sit here and just give these messages that I don't have a clue. Whatever. I just here. I just showed up, you know. Um, very grateful. You know what to do. Turn your microphone on. And we started this stuff out in gratitude. Remember, I told you, forget about yourself for a moment, like the way we started out this whole thing 3 hours ago, right? You forgot about yourself for a moment and sent me love. I want you to forget about yourself for a moment and tell somebody in the chat and on Clubhouse, you got this. Come on. I'm going to go down my list right now. Okay. Here we go. Deontre, you got this. Legit, you got this. Noah, you got this. Sion, you got this. Shaani, you got this. Ebony, you got this. Almost Salapa, you got this. Brewster, you got this. Nayan Buddha, you got this. I better see that chat moving. Let me see that chat moving. Come on YouTube. I better see some. Yes. There you go. Nayan Buddha, you got this. Poor Stooge, you got this. Jojo, you got this. Naba, you got this, girl. Come on. Ungu, you got this. Diane, you got this. And Carmen, you got this. All right. Peace and blessings to you and your household. This mama's got to go eat. I'm hungry. I'm not hangry yet, though, so that's good. I'm just hungry. Anyway, we so goofing off. Either way, we'll be back tomorrow. And then afterwards, we'll have the lounge. And thanks so much for hanging out. I really love you all from the bottom of my heart. I'm grateful for all of you. Hanging out this long, 3 hours, that's a long time, really, if you think about it in these days. So we'll be back tomorrow and we'll continue to go. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. We'll continue this conversation, okay? Tomorrow. All right. Peace and blessings